Hey there, Lise here from Hustle and Groove, where we talk about how to create an online business that's easy, fun, and profitable for you based on your own unique way of running your business. Today, I wanted to talk to you really quickly about a tool that I use called PrettyLink and why it's so amazing. So, I was just running through a survey from my subscribers, and one of the questions on that survey was around how do you market your business without feeling salesy or icky or anything like that. And I knew that I had a blog post that kind of touched on it, so I was just doing a little bit of research and I found this blog post, which is called The Right Messaging. It's not quite aligned with how I'm going to answer that question, so watch the space for that video, but what it did highlight to me was that I had written this blog post before my brand new workbook came out. So at the time, I was giving away an early reader access to this workbook. It is a physical workbook. So I wanted to give anyone who was interested in it early reader access. So they got access to the PDF. But what I had forgotten to do was come back and make sure that this pointed to the paid physical version. So here is where PrettyLink really does shine. Now, 100% there is a caveat here. You can only use PrettyLink if you have a self-hosted version of WordPress. Okay, so it's only for WordPress. If you're using something like Squarespace or Wix or anything like that, then use a URL shortener is your best option. So Bitly, Tiny URL, there are several out there, but I personally love PrettyLink, and here's why, because it just makes things so much easier. So number one, whenever I'm sharing a link, even if it's to my own page on my website, I know that I change things often. If you have known me for any length of time, you know that I change things up a lot. I'm a manifesting generator. I'm multi-passionate. It's just how I roll. But I want to make sure that I also don't make my life harder because I make these constant changes. So here's what this looks like. So as you can see, I have this link here that says check out the workbook here. And then I'm not sure if you can see it, but it actually displays the link in little right down in the bottom left-hand corner. And it says hustleandgroove.com/start WKB. Now that is a pretty link that I created because I knew that once this book went live, I'd want to come back and update this link, which is exactly what I'm about to do. So how do I do that? Well, now that I know what this link is, I'm going to come back into PrettyLink and let me just show you the beginning of this process so that before we go and change anything, I'm going to make sure that I'm just showing you what is in here. So number one, I'm using the free version of PrettyLink. I'm not using the paid version, although if you upgrade, you're going to get more information here. But really, I'm using PrettyLink for two things. Number one, so that I can easily update things without having to go and mess with links. Really, really important if you're an author and you're publishing books a lot and you're changing your free gift or you're changing links on your website to use something like PrettyLinks so that you don't have to then go and make changes to your book and then have to upload and republish. So number one, that's one of the reasons is because I want to control my links and so that I don't make my life harder just because I go around and change things. And then number two, I get to track link clicks. Now, inside WordPress, depending on the theme that you're using, you may be able to track some of this information just on the page, but I want to track things slightly differently. So how PrettyLinks does this is it tells you if you hover sort of over these clicks until you get this pop-up, it'll tell you clicks and unique clicks. So it's telling me that this link has been clicked 192 times, and out of that 192, 190 are 100% unique, meaning that I've had 190 people view this page that they're clicking on. So that's the two reasons why I love PrettyLink. Now, of course I could upgrade and I get a whole bunch more, but this is enough. right? I'm not about making things harder. I want things to be easy and fun. So let's go and find that link. So I saw it just before. So pro tip, if you're going to use something like PrettyLink, make sure you name things logically so that they're easy for you to find. So how I kind of set this up is if it's a link that's mine, I just put link and then whatever it is. If it's an affiliate link, then I'm going to put that it's an affiliate link. And this just helps me when I'm scrolling, but I can also search. But I'm not going to do that because I know that this one is just down here. So here is the extension, Start WKB. So all I have to do is click on Edit. And now you're going to see what it looks like behind the scenes using PrettyLink and why I love, love, love this. So once I get inside here, it is a 307 temporary redirect, right? This is a redirection link. You can get them cloaked and you can have all this other stuff if you upgrade to Pro, but honestly, I just don't need it. So here is the original URL. So this is the original that you pop in here. And this is where the power is in using something like PrettyLink, because I can literally come in and change this target URL at any time without having to change the link that I've actually shared, which is hustleandgroove.com/start WKB. Sometimes I'll add notes in here like where it actually is, that type of thing. Sometimes I don't. It's up to you. But all I need to do here is come in and remove this and paste in the Amazon link. Now, I'm also using Genius Link, really important for Amazon in particular. If you are an Amazon reseller, if you're an author and you're promoting your book or you're promoting other people's books, you want to use Genius Link so that you can simply share that one link and it's going to redirect to the correct marketplace for your person clicking the link. Okay, so I know that a lot of people are US based, but I have a lot of readers who are on this side of the world, right? Australia and New Zealand. So I want them to only have to click one link and it takes them to where they need to go. Genius Link is a paid offer. It's not free. You can get 14 days free, but really only applicable for Amazon. If you're an Amazon reseller or you're an Amazon author, you don't need this if you're not doing any of that stuff. Anyway, all I need to do is click that and I'm going to click update. And now whenever anyone clicks on this updated link, it's going to redirect to Amazon. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. So it's updated. And now I'm going to click on here. I'm just going to refresh this page so that I can make sure that it has applied. And now all I have to do is I'm going to close all the other things. And then all I have to do, so I haven't changed anything physically inside the blog post, right? Nothing has changed here. Now all I have to do is click this link. And hopefully it is not going to not go where I want it to go. Perfect. So it has automatically redirected to the paid version for this book. And because I'm using Genius Link, it's redirected to the .com.au store because it has picked up that I'm in Australia. So when you use something like PrettyLink, it makes your life a lot easier so that you don't have to come in and fiddle around with things here. Really important when you're doing sales pages, really important when you're doing lead magnets, really important when you are sharing content with other people, right? Let's say you're on a podcast and they ask you to give you a free gift. When you use PrettyLink, you can customize that. And then also, if you in the future decide to change that lead magnet, you don't need to then get in touch with that podcast host and say, hey, I need you to change the link. You can just change it on the back end inside PrettyLink. So huge fan of PrettyLink. It's free if you are using it on WordPress. I will drop a link below on how you can get that. But if you're using WordPress, just go into your plugins, search PrettyLink under Add New, and you are good to go. It's literally that simple. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Now, if you've got any questions or if there's something that you want me to cover, like if you have this random question like the thing that I just covered today, go ahead and place them in the comments below and I will make sure that one of my next videos answers your questions. I'm so glad you're here. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button and that little bell so that you get notified when the next video goes live. Take care and I'll talk to you soon.